Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Comrade Emmanuel Acha. I am the chairperson of Enugu State Network of Civil Society Organizations and the regional coordinator of Action Group on Free Civic Space. I'm here to make this press statement in commemoration of the ENDSARS protests, of course, which happen across the country today. Some cities, many cities in the country today, and our group deemed it necessary to be able to issue this press conference to be able to let the public know about the position of the civil society, especially the one we represent, the Action Group on Free Civic Space. This press statement is issued today, October 20th, 2021. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Action Group on Free Civic Space once again condemns in very strong terms the brutal attacks launched on thousands of unarmed young protesters demonstrating against police brutality during the October 2020 ENDSARS protests, particularly at the Lekki Toll Gate Plaza in Lagos on the dreadful night of October 2020. Indeed, forensic experts engaged at the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Police Brutality have confirmed that live military-grade bullets were fired at protesters, and the cartridge casing obtained from the Lekki Toll Gate are of the same caliber as the Nigerian Army's live ammunition. What is most worrying is that 1 year later, despite overwhelming evidence gathered from earlier on ground investigations, video footage, eyewitness testimonies, hospital reports, and most recently forensic reports that Nigerian security forces opened fire on protesters, no one has been held accountable. We hereby condemn the immediate arrest and speedy prosecution of every person responsible for perpetrating the horrid crime of police brutality in Nigeria, and most importantly, the murderous attack of October 2020, now referred to as the Lekki Toll Gate Massacre. A year ago today, we witnessed the eruption of one of the most powerful mass movements in the history of our nation. Despite the turbulent start of last year, which was marked by the coronavirus pandemic, our country confronted head-on another pandemic within the coronavirus pandemic, the pervasive menace of police brutality, mostly perpetrated by the disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS unit of the Nigerian Police Force. First mobilized through social media, the ENDSARS protests shook major cities in the country for days in October, until the demonstrations were murderously aborted when unknown soldiers opened live fire on peaceful protesters at the Lekki Toll Gate, Lagos, a day we will never forget. The National Executive Council had, in the wake of the violent dispersal of peaceful protesters in 2020, directed states to constitute judicial panels of inquiry to investigate complaints against SARS and other police units. However, the spate of events that have assaulted public consciousness since the demise of the protests in 2020 challenges the sincerity of Nigerian government's promises to address the legitimate demands of Nigerian youth as they initiate far-reaching reforms addressing police brutality and other ingrained structural problems in the security sector, and engage in constructive dialogue with citizens to find lasting solutions to other social injustice prevalent in the country. For instance, security operatives have continued to criminalize and brutalize protesters, engage in extrajudicial killings and offensive shoot-on-sight rhetoric, despite the passionate marches against police brutality last year. In similar context is the matter of the Judicial Panel of Inquiries constituted in the aftermath of ENDSARS protests, despite the conclusion of panel proceedings across 28 states in the country. for in the country